Shut up. You little brat. You're driving me nuts. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Cut. Good. Okay, bring in the stunt, baby, okay? Well, that was sensational. Perfect, Howard. Thanks, Bri. Thank you. Can we take a look? Oh, beautiful. Perfect match. Thank you, makeup. Thank you. Okay, take him away. All right. Okay, Skippy. How you doing, little tough guy? Yeah. Okay. All right, baby, in this scene, you're crying, okay?
Why?
It's driving Howard crazy. This is Howard, okay? Now, Howard's gonna slug you 3 or 4 times, okay? Now he's gonna hit you. He's gonna really hit you, okay? Yeah, there's nothing fakier than a bogus punch, right? Yeah, this isn't a John Wayne movie, right? Okay, now just roll with the punches. He'll rough you up a little bit, and okay. Oh, and during all this, you should be screaming all the time, okay? Can we hear it?
Live from Buck Henry's Lavish Suite, it's Saturday Night Dive. I am Zach Pruitt.
And I'm Zach Hall.
You're reacting to the echo in the room immediately.
It sounds like
is that
we're in
what
his
it is?
lavish suite is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it sounds like we're in a very lavish suite. We're coming to you live from a new location. That's how we should phrase it. Should we tell them where?
I mean, it's a temporary location, maybe?
Yes.
Who knows?
We'll see. By the judge of the echo in the room, I'm going to say maybe temporary location.
Yeah.
So if we sound different to you, if we're kind of off just a little bit, that's because we're in a new space, and that space, I'm excited to tell you, is our workplace, Game Show Battle Rooms in Indianapolis.
We are live from the Game Show Battle Room Studios.
That sounds horrifying, and you're welcome, listeners. Yeah, we're in our workplace. We're in the room where we do live, silly game show activities, and thank you to Game Show Battle Rooms Indianapolis for letting us use this space this week to record the podcast. And
Thanks, Jordan.
if you're the type of person who thinks a live game show experience sounds fun, check out Game Show Battle Rooms. They have locations all across the country.
Of America.
Just America currently. Where do you think the first international game show battle room should be?
The UK, London, the greatest city I've ever been to.
We want to shout out 4-Finger Discount.
4-finger discount!
From the second greatest country that neither of us have been to. That would be Australia.
Indeed.
You can find us on social media. That would be at Sat Night Dive Pod. You can find us wherever if you want to shout us out, if you want to send us some messages. You can also email us directly via email correspondence.
Yes, that's at SaturdayNightDivePod@gmail.com.
Okay, send us your messages, your
Saturday Night
thoughts,
Dive
your
Pod.
comments, concerns. This is instantly strange, isn't it? Being in a different space and trying to record the thing.
Yeah. I think the vastness of the room.
It is very vast. I have no idea how this is going to come out in the sound, but listener, I'm so glad you're here for us for the journey. The good news is the show is the same. We're going to be here. Yeah. We're going to talk about Saturday Night Live, and we have another in a list of many interesting, what?
You could just, if it sounds weird, you could just list this one as a live episode, and then it'll just be like that. We can post-prod the crowd noise in later. There's no one here. No one bought tickets, but we were live.
Every time I interrupt Zach, the crowd goes crazy.
They love it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about another episode of season 3 of Saturday Night Live. That's where we are in the show. And it's another in the string of interesting episodes of season 3. Mm-hmm. Season 3 is shaping up already to be, if not my favorite season, definitely the most interesting season we've had so far, I think. What about you?
Yeah, the rookie year, the show's finding itself, still trying to figure out what it is. The sophomore year, they're trying to avoid the sophomore slump. It was in there somewhere. But they know who they are, and they're trying to. At times where they were a little big for their britches, but they were still trying to stand up and make a name. And then this season seems like now we don't give a shit what you think. We're gonna be SNL, and you're gonna deal with it.
And that's kind of what I've wanted this whole time.
Sure.
So let's get right into an SNL icebreaker, unless there's anything else you want to talk about to break the ice pre-icebreaker.
I need ice to be broken.
So it's kind of twofold. I brought to you before we started recording the Garrett Morris, 89-year-old Garrett Morris has been in the news recently. Are you going to look it up?
What?
It's not safe for work, so maybe you shouldn't look it up.
Are we at work?
I am about to text you a picture of Garrett Morris, 89-year-old Garrett Morris. This is where he came into the news this week. He was seen. Do you see that? Did it come up?
Taraji P. Henson. I love Taraji P. Henson.
I just sent you the picture. He was photographed with Taraji P. Henson, and everyone in the internet noticed something poking its way through very significantly in this picture that got a lot of people talking about 89-year-old Garrett Morris's penis bulge.
Hey, you ever been in a room with Taraji P. Henson, bud? It's tough not to have one.
Do you see the photo? Do you see the bulge?
I do.
It's insane.
Goodness.
It looks like a growth that needs surgically removed. Like it looks like something otherworldly.
It looks like the confidence of a guy who dressed in drag many times and doesn't give a shit.
And I got to be honest, it does not look like 89-year-old legend Garrett Morris is erect in this picture.
No.
I believe that just to be, what's left of what God gave him.
Just hanging.
And good on him, and the Zoom is worth it, listeners. Look it up. Literally Google Garrett Morris bulge. That's what I did to find the picture. It's saved in my image roll for forever. And that's like the tip of the iceberg was the tip of Garrett Morris's penis. What the real icebreaker is today is an email that we got this week that we both enjoyed a lot.
It was a good email.
I'm going to read it. I got to be honest with you, listeners. It includes a lot of smoke being blown up our ass, which is lovely but awkward to read. So let's see how this goes. This is an email from Tyler. Hi, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
He says, "Hi, Zax. My name is Tyler. I'm a 29-year-old for another month at least from St. Louis. He's just about the same age as I am. He says he can't believe Zach, I think that's you, didn't shout out toasted ravioli as a St. Louis dish."
Yeah, and I want to go ahead.
Recommend.
I want to go ahead and put it on the record. If you listen to that episode, I specifically say we didn't eat toasted ravioli or we didn't order any, but I did shout it out because it was something that I missed.
Toasted ravioli is good. I didn't know it was a strictly St. Louis creation.
I don't know strictly, but maybe they love it the most or do it the best and have it the most often.
I like toasted ravioli more than traditional ravioli. I'm not a big ravioli guy. What about you?
Same.
This is still an email. I don't have any questions or anything. I just wanted to reach out to let you guys know that I'm absolutely listening to the show. That's good to hear. First time anyone's told us this, and loving every minute of it. About a month ago, I independently decided to go through all of SNL. God bless you. It's a tough task. I've always loved the concept and seen some episodes, but I wanted to engross myself in the history of it. I work in an office 3 days a week and listen to podcasts during those hours. Imagine my surprise when some other group of loons, I think that's us.
I'm a loon.
Decided to do the same thing and had a podcast about it. Imagine even more of my surprise when one of the hosts is from that Good Place podcast I liked.
That's you.
That is me. Into the Time Knife, my Good Place podcast. It was a lot of fun. The community one is where I got to talk to big names. The Good Place one is where I got good at podcasting.
Yeah, you haven't done that in about a Jeremy Bear Me, have you?
It's been a little while. I missed The Good Place. I love The Good Place. And it led me here. Okay, Tyler goes on to say, I'm only on your season 1, episode 12 episode. As I'm listening to these, this is a long email, buckle on listeners, but I love every word of it. As I'm listening to these, as I make my way through the episodes, but I've heard a few mentions of no one listening to the podcast. Were we that sad and begging for attention in the early weeks of the show? I know one person doesn't change that, but in the event that people still aren't reaching out, I want to be sure I make my presence known. Zach Pruitt, that's me. You are delightful as always, very energetic and enthusiastic. This feels awful reading out loud when appropriate, but also very thoughtful and considerate when the subject demands it. Thanks. I appreciate that. I do what I can. Zach Hall, dude, you're awesome. That's from him, not from me, but I can second it.
No.
You were a new voice for me, Tyler, when starting this podcast, and just in the 12 episodes I've listened to, you have found your footing so well.
Thanks, man.
What do you think he's going to feel
My
about
name
like
is on my foot.
next 40?
I don't know. He's on Dick Cavett and Jimmy Cliff right now.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I remember those days. Your insightful criticism, Zach Hall, funny jokes and commitment to explaining the unknown add so much to this specific journey. This is all pretty random, but I heard those comments you guys made and wanted to make sure I did whatever I can to let you guys know that you're appreciated by myself and any others out there listening. I feel like extra compliments can't hurt anyone, and they sure don't. I hope you keep this going until you eventually have to cover an episode that you were in the studio for. That gives me chills.
We're in the studio.
We're in a studio for sure. Looking forward to getting caught up and being able to comment on new episodes each week. Hope you're both having a great day. I would like to thank, this is Tyler, the Circle 2 Lounge at Disc Golf Mart, Indianapolis.
Hell yeah.
Lorne Michaels, the cast and crew of Saturday Night Dive, and Gilda Radner. Thank you and have a pleasant tomorrow, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. That's the best email we've ever gotten.
It is. I'm going to refer to you now as Tyler the Creator because that's who sent us that email. And thank you for all those kind words, man. I might even go try a toasted ravioli.
You know, the first part of the icebreaker, got me hard. And the second half of the icebreaker got my heart. So it was very nice, very lovely. And I think we're ready to talk about an episode. Are you?
I'm all buttered up, which I learned the origin of that phrase the other day, by the way.
What's the phrase? What's the origin?
It's like from back in ancient Greek times. There were statues of gods. and people
butter them.
People would throw little balls of butter at the statues in hopes for good fortune to ask the gods for help and good fortune. That was known as buttering them up.
Did you just make that up?
Nope.
That's real?
Yep.
Why butter?
I don't know. Probably because it was hard to produce and like had a commitment to it. I don't know.
Interesting.
I saw it on a very quick video, so who knows? Anyway, we're going to be talking about an episode of Saturday Night Live.
That's right.
From April. I'm an idiot.
What?
That's not how months work. This is from November 19th, 1977. I was close, though. Also on that night, there were other things on TV, like CBS airing The Bob Newhart Show, We've Got Each Other, The Jeffersons, The Tony Randall Show, and The Carol Burnett Show. ABC aired Tabitha, Operation Petticoat, Starsky and Hutch, and The Love Boat.
That was pretty good.
Okay. Home Network NBC aired the TV movie Contract on Cherry Street.
I don't think the world could handle an emergency in this particular room. I think it would break the sound barrier, possibly.
Won't even try. The number one film at the box office was still Looking for Mr. Goodbar. And I've only found me a crunch. I don't understand how the appeal behind this movie and how it edged out Star Wars this long.
I like that this is let us talk about Mr. Goodbar, the candy bar, for 3 or 4 weeks in a row. And my question is, do you ever in the grocery store or in the gas station see a full-size Mr. Goodbar?
No.
Or is it pretty much just a fun-size
Always the
Halloween?
fun-size Halloween ones.
I'm going to look for it the next
Yeah,
time.
you
I'm
try.
not getting it.
Good
but-
luck.
okay.
It's yellow. It should stick out easily. The number one album on the Billboard chart was still Rumors by Fleetwood Mac.
Crushing it. You're going to be hearing that a lot. It's the Star Wars of music this year.
It's a really good poll.
Okay, let's get into this episode. It is episode 6. It's a really interesting episode because it's going to almost center around the 5 finalists of the Anyone Can Host contest, which made this a really interesting watch. And it opens with something new, this disclaimer that is a joke that they're going to be doing a lot moving on, I think, of this silly thing is not going to be aired tonight. Instead, you're going to see Saturday Night Live. Tonight, the disclaimer is the Waltons Eat Their Young will not be seen tonight.
That's kind of fun.
It was kind of fun. It was a good start.
The Waltons. Did you ever see an episode of The Waltons?
Is the Waltons. Good night, John Boy. Good night.
Absolutely.
I know it mostly from the Family Guy bit.
Yeah.
And I've seen clips from TV Land of the Waltons, but I don't think I've ever sat down and watched a full episode. What about you?
I can 100% say that as a young man, I'm pretty sure that's like the life that my dad aspired to. The Waltons had
fair.
like the life my dad wanted.
If you had to
No.
do a rewatch podcast of either the Waltons or Little House on the Prairie, which would you pick?
Probably the Waltons because it's shorter.
The episodes or
There
number
weren't
of
as many of
episodes?
them, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I decided to ask you that. I like this bit. I like the disclaimer. If they keep doing this,
it's
I'll
pretty
be into
fun. They
seeing what
do
they come
keep
up with.
doing this. I was watching on Peacock and I accidentally saw next week's, and it's funny too.
No spoilers.
Okay.
We can't even think about that yet. But tell me about the cold open.
Well, it's the Anyone Can Host contest finalists. We are in the SNL locker room, as I love when we start an episode in the SNL locker room. And Gilda's in there, Garrett's in there. They're talking, and Buck Henry comes in. And they're talking about the Anyone Can Host 5 finalists, the cross section of America,
But no black people.
but no black people.
You texted me last night about Gilda saying the M word.
yeah.
Is that
That's not a preferred
a racial
nomenclature
slur
anymore.
at this point?
Yeah, it had been for 20 years or more.
I'm not going to say it, but this might be one that people might actually not know what word we're talking about without saying it. It starts with an M. It's in the chorus of Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
And it
let's
refers
see.
to a mixed race of black and white.
With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us.
Yeah.
I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now. Entertain us.
Yes.
And albino is the lyric after it.
Sure.
That's what we're talking about. But this was really the intro to what this whole episode is going to be. As many times as they can, they're going to give each of these 5 finalists a moment in the show to talk about their personality, to try and tell a joke, or even try to deliver a sketch beat kind of in clever ways to see which of these 5 people actually would be good at appearing in sketches throughout a night. What did you think of Everyone We Meet? Who do we start with?
So do you want to just list them for the audience for us?
Well, I don't know all of their first and last names, but I do know we start with the governor of South Dakota. His last name is Kanicki from Greece, I believe to be this man's last name. We got producer Zach Hall on the Google.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Knipe.
Yeah, it is. Well, this one is just listing. Oh, yeah, they're all. That's hilarious. So Google's AI loves.
Yeah. No.
I know they got the name of the person, the name of one of the other people, and then all of just the narrative.
That's okay. We can get through this. We can describe them without knowing all of their names, because throughout the episode, they're not really saying. They'll say, here's Deb, that's the mother, but they usually describe them as governor, co-ed from Vassar. We've got the unemployed guy. We have the old lady. And who's number 5? Who am I missing here? Let's just run through them. I thought the governor of South Dakota, when he was first introduced, was going to be a bit. I didn't really think he was going to be the real governor of South Dakota.
He's the real governor of South Dakota.
He has a Wikipedia page. He's the real governor of South Dakota. And he seems very uninterested with being here this whole time.
No, I mean, it's less uninterested, but more just blaming it on his staff and his people who put him up to it.
Sure, which makes sense, honestly.
And then the second one is the co-ed from Vassar.
I think she's great all night.
Connie.
Yeah. Which is my mom's name.
She's okay. The third one is the unemployed kid from Oregon.
Just weird vibes all night long.
His
Weird
name's
vibes
David.
from David the entire evening.
Yes. Then we got the mom, the mother of 3.
Her name was Deb. She's from Peoria,
Illinois.
She seemed like maybe the most just regular person out of everybody. She had little funny moments throughout the night, but she just seemed like a mom from Peoria.
Correct. And then we had Miskell,
who gets a huge audience reaction pretty much every time she says anything.
She is the creed of the bunch. She hits every beat every time. And I'll bring that up later.
I'm Dave, the unemployed guy from Oregon.
I'm Deb Blair, mother of 3 from Peoria.
I'm Connie, the Vassar co-ed.
I'm Dick, governor of South Dakota.
Right.
I'm Miskell Spillman. I'm old.
Just from this, and because especially the second time I watch it, because you're just going to hear these same sentences all night.
Sure.
This cross-section of America narrative just seems so forced with these 5 finalists.
It's not that at all.
Because it isn't. But also, like, reducing someone to a demographically centered tagline just seems equally lame. Like, it's just, you're the long-haired kid from Indianapolis. You know, that's not.
I'd vote for him.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
They also, they absolutely beat the shit out of the, quote, unemployed kid from Oregon. They beat that thing to death. Reducing you to the fact that you don't have a job.
Yeah.
And then making sure everyone knows that you are from Oregon.
Yeah.
So that when they have to hear you talk, they're going to be like, oh, okay.
Oregon.
So he's done tons of psychedelics.
This feels weirdly reality TV. These are the type of taglines that Big Brother or Survivor or Real World contestants would have, like 3-word descriptions of who they are. That's just their type. That's just the character that they're portraying for the season of reality TV. And it goes even farther in a second in the monologue when they all have jackets with letters on them and we're reducing them to a letter in a sentence.
Dope as fuck.
Pretty cool.
But they just don't. They've spent so much time trying to convince the audience, aka myself, you, Tyler.
I was there too.
Tyler, the creator. They've spent so much time trying to convince us that this is a real thing that they're doing. That this is not a joke or a bit or anything. We're really doing this. And then now these people are here, and to me, they don't even feel like real people. They feel like character tropes that the writers' room came up with.
Because they're delivering
them like they're tropes.
Because I'm sure this is all written because it's Saturday Night Live, it's live TV. They want to see, I mean, honestly, the clever part of this is the behind the scene things of how do these people read cue cards? How do these people deliver jokes? But you're right. It doesn't make them feel very interesting if I'm a person who's going to vote for one of them at the end of this. At first, I was not confused why Miskell was obviously the winner. But by the end of it, I think it's because in her caricature, in her character type, she probably comes off as the most interesting and most true to that demographic of everybody other than maybe the boring governor of South Dakota, to where you feel like you know her and you feel like she's larger than life.
I also think there's a psychology to it. The fact that she's last in everything.
Yeah.
And so like one, she's always going to be the freshest in your memory, but 2, she essentially gets to watch everybody take an angle and then see how all those angles react to the audience, and then use all of that data very quickly to then kind of like fire right in the bullseye. And
I don't know how quickly 80-year-old Miskell
she fucking
Spillman,
did it.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, it's not just because it seems implausible, but she did it.
That makes me wonder, do you think even going into the episode, putting it together, they had their eye on Miskell? Is that why they're putting her last?
I think, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's an engineering to this.
Now, on the other hand of that, in the end...
Although most people maybe wanted Connie.
wanted Connie.
Sure. Good double entendre.
The end of it, they all get to deliver live from New York. It's Saturday night, and it's kind of a cool one because it's normal people getting to say it.
But the camera zooms in on
Connie,
the co-ed from Vassar.
Which I feel like it's between her and Miskell are the two that feel like they could probably host the show.
I thought David honestly was all right.
He has his moments. We'll get more to that. Off of the cold open, do you have a favorite anyone can host contestant?
I'm with the unemployed kid from Oregon so far.
Okay.
They're garnering my sympathy by beating him down so much. You'll see here in the monologue, even like the way that Buck like treats him is totally different than all the other ones.
Sure.
So
I think I'll go Miskell just off of the cold open.
You're old.
I was a little confused by everybody else. You're one to talk. What's next?
I just did that.
Opening montage is next, and they mentioned that we're going to get some Franken and Davis tonight. Now that we're in the world of the Franken and Davis show, I'm always excited to see what that means. And in the opening montage, I was looking at each of the people and what they're doing, the cast members. It looks like Garrett has stolen and is rifling through someone's purse.
Trope.
And yeah, you're right. And they're all doing something silly, but Lorraine just like mogs the camera, just like hits a serious face and stares down the barrel of the camera.
In a world of comedians, the straight man is funny as hell.
What do you mean?
When everyone in the room is trying to be funny, the person who isn't is usually the funniest.
It did get a laugh out of me, and she's doing nothing. She's just looking at the camera, and she's the only one not trying to ham it up.
Yeah.
Then we get our host and our monologue. Our host is the returning Buck Henry, at this time a 46-year-old actor, screenwriter, and director from New York City. This is his 5th time hosting SNL, making him the first member of the not yet established Five Timers Club. We've been doing this podcast long enough to get to our first Five Timers. That's something.
The bedrock of the Five Timers Club.
Absolutely. And I don't think he gets mentioned. Like, obviously, Buck Henry is no longer with us, but the Five Timers Lounge should be like the Buck Henry Lounge.
Yeah, it should be.
And yeah, like I mentioned, Buck Henry did die in 2020. He was 89 years old. And in his monologue this week, Buck Henry is once again going to introduce and interview the Anyone Can Host contest finalists to determine their qualifications. Well, we just kind of run down the list, but now we're going to have to even a little bit more because this whole monologue is about 5 minutes of learning a little bit more about each of these 5 people.
Yeah, I don't really have necessarily something on every one of them, but I've got a little bit on a couple things.
Let's see. I noticed before everybody started talking, most of the contestants are just looking forward, but David, is that his name? The unemployed guy? He's really taking it in, and he's looking around at the audience and he's looking around at the studio. And I felt like I related to him in that moment because I think I would have to be doing the same thing. I would obviously be focused on my task, but a little bit I'd have to be like, man, I'm here and look at everything around me. I thought that was pretty endearing.
For sure.
The leather jackets are silly.
They're so cool.
You thought they were cool?
Dude, I would have, that's one of those things where I would have fought the dude at the costume department trying to take that back from me. I would have been like, nah. I was on SNL.
I hope they got to
wearing
keep
this.
these.
This is fucking going with me too. I'm
this?
being buried in this shit. You're not taking this off me.
That's a good point. That's how I feel about my Saturday Night Dive hoodie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bury me in that shit.
Oh, I designed those for us. I hope Tyler wants one someday.
Tyler can have one. We'll get one for Tyler.
Well, yeah, but he's like he won't hear
At a
this
price,
episode for a
at
long
fair
time.
price.
He won't hear this
Yeah,
episode for a
well,
long time.
Probably double what you paid to have them made. Feels fair
Okay.
for Tyler.
That's Keystone, yeah.
Tyler. I thought it was. Did you notice the awkwardness with the South Dakota governor?
For sure. So can I tell you something about the South Dakota governor?
You can.
The first thing, so he tries to list people from South Dakota that are world famous.
Yeah.
And he mentions his second cousin
who
as
owned
the general manager of the Los Angeles Rams. That was Don Klosterman, who was born in Iowa and raised in Los Angeles.
So he's not even from South Dakota.
And the second person he mentions is Joe Robbie, who founded the Miami Dolphins, who was born in Sisseton, South Dakota.
That's funny. He tries to list 3 people famous from South Dakota.
And the first one out of his mouth is someone who's not even from South Dakota.
When Buck is introducing him, he looks to Buck and starts like saying something off camera or off mic, and it's just really awkward. And it feels like maybe he's correcting Buck on something that he said like while the scene is happening, which was really awkward. And then every time he talks all night, he'll be like, oh, I can tell you why I should host this show. I've got 9 reasons, or I've got 8 children. Like throughout the night, he sets up like he's going to go on a long politician ramble.
Yeah.
And thankfully he gets cut off early. As soon as he said, I have 9 reasons why I should host the show. I was like, fuck, I don't know if I can handle 9.
Yeah. Well,
and we only get 2 or 3, which is good.
It's just the politician's way is when you're in an interview, it has nothing to do with the questions you're being asked. It's you have a platform to use a microphone and people are going to listen. So you're going to hit your talking points. And I don't care what they ask you. What's your favorite ketchup? Well, you see, the reason that we need this funding is like they don't fucking care what you ask them. They're just there to get their talking points across. I hate those interviews, by the way. It's why I love listening to the BBC, because the BBC does not put up with that shit. They're like, no. They press you. It's great.
And neither does Buck Henry, because we're not here for that tonight. You're here to like say 2 or 3 lines, and let's move on from that.
Right.
The co-ed, for her, I was a little surprised when she said she was just a freshman. For being someone who's probably 19 or 20 years old,
she had a lot of riz.
Fairly mature, fairly fully realized, self-actualized. Oh. And I thought she was pretty good in these. She talks about being an SNL groupie, and I actually believe her. She seems like she's being honest in her fandom for the show.
It takes one to know one.
And she talks about, I'm one of those people who nauseatingly like goes for gusto. And some people would say that, and I would be completely turned off by them.
I'll bet you're one of those people who like makes his own shirt of Colin Jost or Ego Nwodim.
It's a good idea. We should sell those too. Do you think we could get away with selling just t-shirts?
The reason I get away with it is because I don't sell it. Because I don't make money on it.
Okay. What about...
I just get it for me.
Those style shirts with our faces on them.
That's it. You can have my likeness. Do whatever you want with it.
Okay, what else do we got in here?
We got,
David.
Co-ed, by the way, is an archaic word for an educational environment open to both men and women. And when I say archaic, obviously you can tell because it's only addressing men and women, and it's basically they're saying college.
College.
Yes.
Co-ed to me is
just a college that's not for just girls or just boys.
Kind of a 90s porny word.
Co-ed, yeah.
Like college co-eds was like on the Skinamax late at night.
80s and 90s more porn.
Is that your porn impression?
That was my 80s and 90s guy impression.
Okay, let's talk about David.
Yeah, David Lewis is a tragic story in all this, in my opinion. They essentially use him as fodder to build up everyone around him. He's like the medium popcorn. He's the lost leader that they're trying to sell you in order to actually get you into Miskell Spillman.
They kind of reference it in this, but he's kind of like the weird one that they let through. Yeah. And they probably always kind of knew the weird one probably won't win the general populace vote.
Right.
But in this moment, he gets to deliver a joke like he's a stand-up comedian.
Even if the weird one does win the populace vote, we don't have to tell people that he did.
Absolutely.
Of
course.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Not to say that the people over at SNL in 1977 weren't above board, but of course, if they get a result that they don't like by a little bit, they can pick the person that they want. It's their show.
Out of all of these people, I think David Lewis fits in the writer room. I think David Lewis...
I do not agree with you.
Okay, I think there's somewhere in there for him because he's a misfit in a band of misfits.
Okay, sure. I thought his joke and his delivery of the joke to me like rang true of the way you describe people who tell long-winded stories.
Which joke did he tell in this one? I can't remember.
This one he talks about being an interior decorator for a turkey farm.
David, what makes you think that this kind of job, hosting Saturday night show, is right for you?
Well, I don't want people to feel sorry for me because I'm unemployed, because I haven't been unemployed for that long. You see, until recently, I worked as an interior decorator in a turkey farm. And I was grossly underpaid, and I wanted to ask for a raise, but you see, the boss, he has this speech impediment, and it's kind of embarrassing to talk to him. But just this last week, I couldn't wait any longer, so I went into his office, and I looked him straight in the eye, and I said, look, you're going to give me a raise, or I'm going to host Saturday night. And he gets up from his desk, and I was scared. He looks at me, and he goes...
Okay, back to your position. Let me see.
That was a pretty boomer joke.
The joke is kind of dumb, and he's definitely delivering it like a everybody look at me, and he's like pulling faces like he's done it 1,000 times in the mirror, and it's all coming off a little too try hard and not quite funny enough and a little too nervous. And I don't disagree with you that he's one of the front runners of tonight and he's one of the like unique vibes, but every time he would do one of these, I left it feeling kind of like, well, that was odd.
I'm with you there because I guess they didn't come off to me that way. Maybe I maybe wasn't paying attention enough, but when I can feel people trying to be funny instead of being funny, I know exactly what you mean, and I see where you come from.
I'm not saying that he isn't possible of ever being funny, but it struck me that way a little bit. I did like his line, "You're going to give me a raise or I'm going to host Saturday night."
Yeah.
That was the one line I kind of enjoyed. He goes back to his position, and Buck says, obviously, we didn't throw all the weird letters away.
Yeah.
Deb, the mom from Peoria, seems very sweet, very normal, very average.
Very forgettable.
She thinks that the only way that she'll get her 3 sons, who are named Bill, Jody, and Jonathan. A boy named Jody. This is the only way that she can... What?
Have you ever seen Shameless?
I've seen a few episodes. Okay. I've seen like a season of Shameless.
There's a guy named
Jody.
Zach McGowan that plays him, I think.
We should get him on the show. Okay. Do you think he'd come on?
No.
She thinks that's the only way her sons are going to listen to her. Buck, once again, shows how much of a utility player host he is, that he can run this bit and be like the face of the show, interviewing these people for the audience. And it just feels like he's always there. And it feels like he is the person to do this. Like, give this bit to any other host just because it happens to line up with their week, and it would be so awkward. Buck helps this all become one thing.
It's like the unofficial SNL MC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was in the first episode they asked who? Not Billy Crystal. They asked somebody if they wanted to be the host every single week.
Yes, they did.
And I think it was,
it was fucking Al Brooks.
Yes, it was Al Brooks. They asked him if he wanted to be the host every week.
Woof.
If it had been Buck in that place, I could have seen that
Buck,
for sure.
Yeah.
And then I think finally we get to Miss Skull.
Yeah.
This is the first time she's ever been to New York, and she got here on her first ever airplane ride at 80 years old.
She just hits every beat every time. If you're talking laughs per screen time, if you're talking about like consistent, she gets to see where everybody else places their chips, and then she throws them everywhere. It's great.
Laughs without even always having to do anything, just by being herself.
Yep.
And I liked Buck's line, well, yep, this is New York. The airplane is the thing that brought you here. Buck like meets all of these with a great one-liner, that whether it's scripted or not, doesn't feel like it is. And she also is one of the fans. She says that she's a fan of the show. She watches the show every week.
She loves the cast.
And that she wants to be a host so more old people will get the thrill that she gets out of watching the show. That's
I'm surprised
cool.
she didn't reference Ruth Gordon in any way.
Sure. Because she's coming for the title.
Oh, she's after you, Ruth.
All right. Well, I was excited to see them throughout the show when they announced that we're going to see them in little moments at the end here. But I was hoping they'd show up more in sketch moments than continued little interview moments. But we'll get more to those later. I think I'm good on the monologue, unless you have some.
Super fans, if you're listening, Zach and I desperately want one of those letter jackets.
One of those letter jackets. I think one of the Zachs very desperately wants one of them.
I very much want one. I'll take C.
We should get ones that just have Z on them.
Yeah, but I'll take...
You want the real one.
I want David. I'll take C.
You want David?
Because then I can also make a Shorzy joke out of it, so that'll be...
What's after the monologue? We start strong this week.
Yeah, it's a pre-tape. It's Little Chocolate Donuts, which, goddamn it, this made me want Little Chocolate Donuts from Hostess so bad. John Belushi promotes... Oh, you know what? Entenmann's instead.
Entenmann's is great.
Let me take that back. Sorry, Hostess. Entenmann's
Any Little Chocolate Donut will do, but Entenmann's is great for sure.
John Belushi promotes the sugary breakfast treat that has brought him success in the athletic field.
I logged a lot of miles training for that day, and I downed a lot of donuts. Little chocolate donuts. They taste good, and they've got the sugar I need to get me going in the morning. That's why little chocolate donuts have been on my training table since I was a kid.
You may not like it. This is peak athletic form. I love this because I agree with the sentiment behind it, even if it's a joke.
This is a very iconic pre-tape.
Yeah.
This is something that's still referenced. It's something that shows up in compilation episodes. It's something that parents, friends, relatives will reference without you knowing it. Lil, while we're watching this episode, says, oh, my parents used to say little chocolate donuts like that all the time when we were having donuts, and I didn't know why, and now I do. This is one of those moments from the show.
Nice.
So as soon as it popped up, I was like, oh yeah, we're getting to talk about like one of the maybe not one of the best sketches of all time, but one of the benchmarks of its time, especially for John Belushi. This is such a good take on the Wheaties commercial. I thought that was really fun. I love whenever they use John as an athletic figure. They've done it a few times, but it works at its best here, watching him jump hurdles in a pre-tape form.
It's just funny to me. Also, great epiphany for
Lil Shaker.
But I love that he...
It sounds like we're doing this podcast in the back rooms right now. We're just like endless cacophony of echo.
Okay.
Sorry. Finish your thought about my honey.
I just thought they had a good realization. So the way that he's doing the bit at the end where he's standing over the bowl of little chocolate donuts and he's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, my note, it's the cigarette for me.
It's so good. When I was growing up, I was a decent athlete amongst the fellas in my age group and everything. Like I could handle myself. I wasn't the best, but I wasn't bad.
How tall were you in high school?
I was not very tall. Like I was a scrawny guy, but I had the athleticism. So I was never the best at it, but I was okay. And I determined early in my life that I was going to be a competent athlete amongst athletes, but doing it by ruining my body, by not being healthy, by not eating vegetables and stuff, by eating terrible shit, by never taking care of myself, by not getting enough sleep, by just doing it wrong.
Do you not live particularly healthy?
Hi, Zach Hall. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I mean, it just amazes me because you're not a chubby boy.
No, I'm
you're
the
a
worst
slender
person.
guy. You just have good metabolism.
80% of what I eat in a day comes within 2 hours of me going to bed. Jenna calls it snake meal. Like I don't eat all day long, and then I will not stop eating once I start at night.
Have you ever had legitimately chubby phases, or have you always been able to keep pretty skinny?
Like last week in my life, I hit 155 for the first time ever.
Fuck off.
I'm not kidding.
No, I believe you. I believe you. Anyway.
Yeah, I just don't. I love.
You just got those genetics.
I love the sentiment behind Little Chocolate Donuts, where this top athlete is going to be like, yeah,
smoking ciggies.
I smoke a cig and I eat these fucking chocolate donuts, and then I go out. It's just like it's kind of like a microcosm of the 70s in general. Like that's just what.
Yeah, this is a very 70s bit from the Wheaties commercial to everything you're discussing that's more subtext. This was great. It'll probably end up in a top pre-tape thing at the end of the season. This was good. I love it. A great John moment. I know you don't like milk. I know you like cereal with milk. I love cereal. Would you do Little Chocolate Donuts as the cereal in a bowl and let it get soft and mushy and eat it like cereal?
That's what I do with. So we're at work. You know the little snack.
I'm clocked in, right? I'm getting paid for this. You're getting paid for this, right?
You know the little snack closet that's over there? It's got the little mini Oreos in it.
Oh, I thought you were pointing. Yeah, okay, sure.
Pour those in a bowl and put some milk in it, bro.
Yeah, way better than the actual Oreo cereal for sure. Anyway, anything else on Little Chocolate Donuts other than wanting one now?
I just want some.
Then we get a bumper. A woman in the crowd, an older woman in the crowd, is one jump behind us.
She better catch up.
Terrifying. And then a live sketch. It's samurai psychiatrist Futaba, played by John Belushi, helps Mr. Dantley, played by Buck Henry. I think that's the name his character has had in previous of these sketches too, with parental issues.
Buck's here, so we know we're going to get a Futaba.
Mm-hmm. Have they done psychiatrists before?
I don't know if they've done psychiatrists before, but if we go back and watch every Buck episode, I'm pretty sure they all have a Futaba.
Yes, they do.
Pretty sure. So
where does this rank amongst them for you?
I mean, it's a different one.
Because of where it goes.
He actually goes through with it. Yeah.
I think you're nothing but a quack. Yes. A quack.
Okay, go ahead with it. For 3 years now you've been threatening to do this, but this time I'm not going to stop you. And besides, you can't fool me. That's not even a harakiri knife.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Oh! Ooh. Oh, God.
Doc, you did it. You're not bluffing.
I thought this was a lesser one because for maybe this is just me, but John felt a little less committed to it this time.
Okay.
And like he was maybe having a little bit less fun with it this time. And to me, in this sketch, it was Buck that was holding it together and bringing the laughs, like in the word association. The classic Futaba stuff's all here. I mean, he uses his sword vagina to talk about an Oedipus complex. It's a funny visual gag when he cuts 2 oranges off of a little tree to simulate the castration effect or something like that.
Yep.
But until we get to the twist where we are going to, Belushi goes to stab himself and usually he's ready for someone to stop him. And this time Buck's like, I've seen it enough times. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Go for it. And he does. And he makes it everyone else's problem in the process. I thought that was fun. But the first half of it, the psychiatrist half of it, didn't feel very inspired to me.
I mean, you're right that Buck carries most of it because, and we touch on it every time, so I'm not going to not touch on it now.
Let's touch.
Buck is just better at interacting with Futaba in a smooth way that makes it funny and natural.
I mean, the last time we got it was Charles Grodin.
Yeah, it was not natural.
Compared to any other host who's done it, absolutely. Yes. Buck crushes every time.
He interacts with Futaba the way that Lily interacts with the Muppets.
I would like to call out the picture joke with Freud where he's doing cocaine, it looks like. Do you remember that moment? You don't, and that's okay. You don't have to remember every moment. That's fine.
I don't remember that moment.
Buck's dad used to be called Princess Anne. We learn he has like a really fucked up family life.
We learned that, yeah.
John's best moments in here were the extended death scene. The part when he's like, well, does it really hurt? And in his grumbles, he's like, well, fuck yeah, it hurts. Of course it does. And then at the end, when his final dying breaths or that like throat noise that he does rhythmically for a while, the joke that ends this sketch is so horribly racist.
I know.
Even compared to the stuff I've looked the other way with for Futaba for a while.
Yep.
The rosebud joke at the end, his final word is translated, but they don't say rosebud.
Nope.
They say what white people like to replace R's with L's when doing Chinese or any type of Asian American voices.
Correct.
It's really bad. It's really unfunny.
Yep.
And it ruined the whole sketch for me. As it was kind of picking up and getting pretty good, it was enough to be like, fuck, that's what this was leading towards the whole time. What a bad, awful, awful joke.
I was guilty of that joke for many years and then decided not to do that anymore. When I was in my maturing phase.
You know what? Yeah, your maturing phase of like, what, 36?
Which I've still never hit. But, yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you for saying that. It's like the Bo Burnham problematic song. Thank you for saying it. I another white boy, absolve you of your guilt.
Yes, that Aladdin costume's in my mother's attic.
Anything else on Futaba?
No, this was a good Futaba. It was a pretty decent Futaba, but then my only note of it is that ending, though.
Well, what's next?
It is a live sketch, and it's Stunt Baby. Director Brian Whitney, played by Bill Murray, has a actor, Howard, played by Buck Henry, abuse a stunt baby. So I wish I didn't think this was so funny.
This is so funny.
God damn it.
It's hilarious.
It's so incredibly Mr. Mike coded.
Yeah.
But I can't not. Like, so this is a stretched out alternate reality version of the crowd audition. And do you remember? You don't remember the crowd? The crowd audition was literally my favorite sketch of season 1 or 2 or something. Fucking amazing.
Other than that one also had a bad ending.
It had a very terrible ending. Yeah, this was so good, and I wish it wasn't.
I'm on the same page with you.
Yeah,
and I kind of knew it was going to be funny the whole time. And I think the reason this sketch works so well are all the people who are in it. Bill is the director.
Bill does
Buck
great.
is the actor.
Yep.
Jane is the other actor.
Yep.
And Lorraine as the baby voices.
Is it Lorraine? I thought it was Gilda doing the baby voices.
This might be another. I don't have. I just heard. I listened to it a couple times. I heard Lorraine in it. Whoever it was, they did great.
Ian, who was it? Tell us.
And I got to be honest, it's gonna affect my MVP at the end of tonight's episode.
Same, because the baby voice played into it.
Same.
Oh, we're giving away our MVPs.
But that's cool, and I'm going to stick to it. We should both go back and listen to it and try to hear the other person's voice because I just thought I heard Lorraine. Regardless, all of the people performing in this sketch, because the joke is just in the middle of a scene, they act like they're about to abuse a baby. They call cut, and instead of bringing out like a prop baby, they bring out another baby,
different baby
who is the stunt baby who gets brutalized by Buck Henry.
So good.
This wouldn't have been as funny if Buck Henry's character was, say, played by John Belushi. But Buck, his like mild mannered, sweater vest, asexual, boyish, in his mid-40s charm, he makes it, watching him get so built up to that, shut up, shut up, shut up, and then actually throwing the baby down and like grinding it against the table and using it like a tin mug on the banister of the crib. And then I think this sketch, this is something they've done so many times, but I don't think a crash through the window has ever made me laugh this hard in SNL so far.
When he picked up the baby the first time, I like early in the sketch, I went, throw the baby out the window. Throw the baby out the window. And I was just waiting for it. I could not wait for it. It was so much fun.
I want to give Jane props because she's pretty great in this sketch too.
Even watching Buck like verbally abuse Jane didn't really feel like verbal abuse. Like it felt like he was trying too hard to do that character because he's not that character.
But Jane really commits to the anger.
Yes.
The level of yelling she's doing was really impressive.
It was such a loud
I can't
sketch.
take it any longer.
I'm sick of watching the same old thing.
Be quiet.
Can we ever go and see a movie?
I said shut up.
We never go anywhere.
I told you we can't afford a babysitter.
Now look what you've done.
Can't you shut that kid up? I'm trying to watch TV.
I can't take it any longer.
Put that thing back on.
I should never have married you.
For once you've said something that's right.
It was such a loud sketch.
Yeah, it was a loud sketch with the baby
loud.
crying.
Yeah.
Buck is loud.
The baby's funny as hell. Dude, Bill is so funny with the baby.
I think we should keep talking about this sketch, and I'm going to refer to Lorraine, and you can refer to Gilda if you want to. But I think Lorraine is, or whoever's doing it, is so good at doing this conversational baby babble.
Yes.
So when when she's the stunt baby and Bill's great. He does kind of his critic way of talking, but it works so much better in scripted sketch context as his director.
He's the Buck Henry's version he's the Buck Henry to Futaba to this baby. Like the way he interacts with this baby is so good.
But Lorraine, even more, or whoever's doing it, Lorraine, even more than Futaba, you do understand what she's actually saying. And when she's like, okay, so in the sketch you're crying, or in the scene you're crying, and the baby's like, you're crying. And then, okay, and then do you have your knee pads on? Yeah. I'll have to play some clips of it because I could never do it as well as Gilda Lorraine does it in the sketch itself.
Yeah, Bill's
but
like, hey,
makes the sketch.
He's going to haul off and whack you 3 or 4 times, and he's really going to hit you because nothing's fake. You know,
this isn't a John Wayne movie.
The audience can tell when it's fake, so he's really going to rough you up. Pretty good.
And then Bill and Buck ending the sketch like, this baby's just been brutalized. Bill says something like that, and we got to check on Sammy or Skippy. Somebody check on Skippy, make sure he's okay.
Skipinski.
Yeah. And then Bill and Buck just go back and forth with like, man, you're the best. No, you're the best. We should work together again. And it keeps panning out and they keep going at it. And it was just such a weird way to end the sketch and such a weird, brutal, fucking hilarious sketch.
Yeah.
I was laughing the whole time.
Yeah, it's big funny and I like it for some reason. And I think it's because
the people.
It's a very silly concept that they commit to so seriously that everybody takes this concept of this stunt baby so seriously. It just is, it works. It's so absurdist. I love it.
There was one thing I really hated about this sketch. Did you read the movie Clapper?
I did read the movie.
Did you see the title of the film?
I had to go back because I went, wait, what?
Did you see the title
and
of the film?
That's why I said this is incredibly Mr. Mike coded.
Now, the name of the film doesn't really, because the sketch doesn't really go down that wormhole. And if it does, it becomes a very dark, very unfunny sketch, even though it's still about beating up babies.
But like, yeah, that felt, that's where I'm like,
I'll just let you guys go watch the sketch and see it for yourself if you want to, because I don't think we need either of us saying that phrase on the internet.
I don't want to talk about it, but I do want to talk about the bumper that's coming up next. The pros and cons of schizophrenia.
You got a pro?
I mean, one of the people is a pro, sure.
I would say the pro is you're never alone, and the con is everything else.
Yeah.
After that, it's another live sketch. It's AMOA, Sanitized Hotel. Do you know what AMOA stands for? Is that a real thing? Did you Google it?
I don't. No.
American Motel
Owners Association, probably?
I don't know. But the AMOA ensures that motel bathrooms are sanitized for your protection. The big visual gag of this is a lot of hotels back in the day would wrap ribbons around things like glasses, toilet seats, and toothbrush holders to show you that they were very recently sanitized before you used them.
It's proof because this piece of paper is around it. Also, I think this is partly a pre-tape, at least.
Well, they cut the pictures. There's like slideshow pictures.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any pre-tape video, but a lot of the sketches pre-shot pictures.
Exactly. Like, and we've got Garrett in drag in this one for some reason. And talking about the back rooms, he's the only cast member in it, and he's in drag.
Some of those pictures have this kind of eerie, the filter on them makes them feel like they're in this sort of liminal space.
Yeah.
I love that for this sanitizing hotel room sketch, the hotel room that they picked is very gross, and the bathroom looks very used and very old, even after they've sanitized it. So that kind of added to the like grubbiness of this sketch. This is the first time we've seen Dan seriously all night, I think.
Pitchman. That's what he comes in the beginning.
As a pitchman, because he has to. And he gets to do some fun bit with a toilet seat at the end.
Yep.
The picture when they're they're going to like use a fire torch all over the hotel room to sanitize
Acetylene fire torch for sure.
And then they're going to like hose it down. And the picture that's them hosing down the toilet paper got a laugh out of me for sure.
No joke. There are times in the summer that my dad will walk around his property with an acetylene torch, and that I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, weed whacking. He just burns weeds down to the ground.
Respect.
It's hilarious.
Respect. Clean and sanitized.
Oh, yeah. Super clean from acetylene.
Botched Don Pardo's announcing at the beginning of the sketch because you can't hear him underneath.
Okay.
Like his mic's not on, and you can just kind of underneath what's going on hear what he's saying.
Okay.
But it doesn't really negatively affect the sketch. I thought this was another fine addition to a decent night.
It was not too bad. This one didn't shine, but it also didn't suck. But also be careful because if you botch Pardo, that's a negative.
What about hotels? Have you ever been in a hotel that's done this type of sanitizing?
Mm-hmm.
Anytime recently or more back in the day?
No, I think down in Charleston. Yeah.
Does it make you feel safer and cleaner?
Not at all. It makes me feel like I'm littering.
Do you feel disgusting in hotel rooms? Do you feel like hotel rooms are disgusting, or do you not really care?
I don't really care.
Well, that's all I got on this one. After that, it's another bumper. A woman in the crowd appears for her farewell TV appearance.
I bet it was.
That was a pretty good bumper.
And I'm glad they didn't go to the guy next to her because he was basically like 90% chin.
They've learned by now. Don't go to the guy next to her. Always go to her.
Yeah. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud to say that Leon Redbone performs Champagne Charlie. Our musical guest is Leon Redbone, appearing for the third time on the show. He is a 28-year-old singer-songwriter and musician specializing in jazz, blues, and Tin Pan Alley classics. In 1977, Redbone released his second studio album, Double Time. I like that. He performs the song Champagne Charlie, a music hall song from the 19th century composed by Alfred Lee with lyrics by George Laybourne. Redbone would record this song for his 1978 album, Champagne Charlie.
I went down to Louisville. I've been there before. Got kicked in a big fat mule and I ain't going back no more. Champagne Charlie's my name. Champagne Charlie's my name. Champagne Charlie's my name. By golly, and broken and still in the game.
This was great. Leon's back, and he does his Leon thing. He's got the same vibe. He's got the same voice.
Yep.
This time he's got a 4-piece band backing him up.
Tuba. He's got some guy scraping the something. He's got spoons.
The percussion. He's got spoons, and he's also got like the brushes. Yeah, I love brush percussion. I think that sounds so cool. Leon is great once again. I believe the tuba player is the same guy from last time that he brought, Jonathan Dorn.
Agree. Also, I just want to quickly note that Tin Pan Alley refers to the physical location in New York City and the surrounding area.
New York City? Oh.
Yes. And in the surrounding area of American music publishing that was dominated in the industry from the late 19th century through the 1920s. It was centered on West 28th Street between Broadway and 6th Avenue. It was a bustling hub where songwriters and publishers aggressively marketed sheet music to the public.
Interesting. That's what a different world we used to live in. Imagine that being the way songs are popularized.
Every time I lay eyes on Leon Redbone, it just seemed like that's exactly where he came from.
He's directly from that time, even though he's not.
And that's why, like, I think that there's nothing about these songs. If they were done by anybody else, I don't think I would like them, or I would probably just haul off and make fun of them, or, you know, just be talking a gang of shit. But because this guy's like a live action cartoon.
Yes.
And because he looks like what I said earlier, like he was there when this shit was. It can't be corny for him because he was there when it was written. Like, it's only corny if you're doing it and you're not original. You're not like if you're saying something that's age old, but you're not the age old person that said it. Like,
it's like he was cryogenically frozen.
He gets away with this stuff because he's of the time. Like
but he's not.
He's not. Like, he's not super old. He just like. It's like he was born in the wrong century.
It feels, what's the word I'm looking for? It feels
authentic for sure.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Yes. His persona is great. The band is great. His vocal performance, of course, ties the whole thing together.
Yeah.
And I like the song. I don't completely agree with you. It reminds me of when what were they called? The New Leviathan Foxtrot Orchestra did that song in Mardi Gras. I do like songs like this, and when people still perform them and bring the brass out and do it. But I think Leon Redbone, he brings, like, on top of everything you're saying, he also has this, like, he's very brooding and he's very, like, kind of mysterious, and there's like a darkness to his performance instead of it just being like a bright, bubbly performance of a 1930s song, which I think really adds to it. I have one last question for you before we move on from this. The things that you describe that make you like Leon Redbone are similar to the reasons why I can find some appreciation for somebody like Tom Waits. What's the difference to you?
What do you mean? What's the difference?
Because they both have not, I'm having losses for words, not traditionally beautiful singing voices.
Sure, but at least Leon's is a somewhat melodic.
Okay, we don't have to talk about Tom Waits anymore. That's all I've got on this one. It was a good song, Champagne Charlie.
Yeah, I liked it.
After that, it's Weekend Update with Jane Curtin and also Dan Aykroyd. Co-anchor persons Jane Curtin and Dan Aykroyd report this week's top stories. A lot of it's going to be about Anwar Sadat, who went sightseeing during his trip to Jerusalem.
Yes, it is.
I did a light precursor dive. I mean, the Sadat visit was the first of its kind. It's the first time an Arab official met with people in an Israeli territory.
Oh, and they broke a bunch of ground, bro. Let me tell you, 50 years later, they did great.
Yeah, everything's fine because of this trip. So most of the jokes, I get the same feeling of like same day, different day, same story, you know. But there wasn't especially cutting about the jokes that they referenced that story with throughout the night. Did you think?
Just so you know off the top,
okay,
I consider this to be a fairly weak-ass weekend update. This week's weekend update was a big old letdown.
I'm lower than middle ground, but maybe a little bit higher than weak ass. I pretty much agree with you. I do think the next joke is good.
I mean, was it a particularly long weekend update?
Pretty short.
But yet they had to cut some sort of parto joke or some sort of intro joke. There was nothing. It was the music that I just mocked.
Whether they cut it or just didn't have anything.
I'm Dan Aykroyd. I'm Jane Kurt. Like, there's nothing. Like, and
not
then
a lot of sauce.
Yeah, then they jump into this, and then the jokes are dry too. Like, I'm not getting any texture in my meal here.
My favorite joke this week is the Lillian Carter joke. It's a picture joke where her hair's all messed up and it looks like she's been electrocuted.
Yep.
Presidential mother Lillian Carter was electrocuted last night when she tried to climb the protective fence around the White House. She got a jolt of 15,000 volts. President Carter was extremely upset over the incident, saying he thought the fence had been turned off as part of his energy-saving program.
That was probably my favorite joke all night.
Felt like a Downey spin to me.
What's after that? We have doctors discovering the messenger who determines the gender of a fetus. It's probably a real scientific discovery that is being reimagined as one of these artist renderings where the messenger is literally a stick figure taking the chromosome to a hotel room.
It's been a while since we've had an artist rendering. And yeah, the stick figure, it takes the chromosome, which is actually in an envelope.
Yeah.
To the hotel room.
Did they make it in time? Yes, they did. I thought this was more cute than clever.
Sure.
And this is one of two, we haven't seen this in a good while. This might be fun type things where yet the weekend update was still kind of weak at the end of it after seeing both of those things. What do we have after that? Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa's family discovers a similarity in the hit film Star Wars. So Jimmy Hoffa's been missing for a couple years and they think that maybe he's R2-D2.
He's not.
He's not. This just felt like, let's put in a Star Wars reference.
Oh, it's coming to me. Hang on. His last name is Baker. I know the guy's name that was in.
Oh, sure.
Damn it. That was in.
You're going to Google it?
Yeah. His last name was Baker. I got to get the first name. Hang on.
I got to ask you, have you been sucking on a golf tee this whole time?
Kinda.
Okay.
Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker. Shout out.
Sucking on is it's a
biting on, kind of like a mouth fidget.
Yeah. Then we get Evel Knievel plans to jump bail after being arrested for assaulting a man. This to me was the best joke in the entire lot, and the
solid
crowd,
joke.
The
This one's
crowd
decent.
did not react at all.
I agree.
This was Evel Knievel gets arrested, and the whole
true story.
Yeah,
Evel Knievel really went to jail for assaulting his former press manager with a baseball bat. He beat the shit out of a dude with a baseball bat and went to jail for it.
And his next stunt is to try to jump bail. That's a great
It's
joke.
very clever. Yep.
But no, they were totally off.
It's kind of like the train sketch later in the episode where it is clever, but it's not like boom in your face.
Sure.
So maybe if you're a live audience, just on the pheromones of being in the room, that you don't really get why it's funny, but it is funny and they're stupid.
Yes.
Okay, so that's this first little block of jokes. After that, it's our first correspondent.
It's Lorraine Newman, and she quickly interviews the 5 anyone can host contest finalists at the show's halfway point.
Emphasis on quickly because each person, other than the unemployed guy who gets a full joke, gets cut off mid-sentence.
Governor, has the show been different from what you had expected?
Well, I really haven't had a chance to say much, and I would like to give a speech about...
Well, thank you. Governor, now Connie, the co-ed, do you think you have much of a chance of winning?
I don't know. I haven't done much, and I really don't want to show more of my talent.
Okay, well, dear, we will. Now, Dave, the unemployed guy from Oregon, I suppose you have some plans for that $3,000.
Well, yeah, I think I'll get a car, get a nice apartment here in New York. Live it up for a year, and with whatever's left over, I think I'll buy savings bonds.
Okay. Now, Deb, the mother from Peoria, I suppose you have something to say to your 3 sons out there at home.
Oh, yes, I sure do. Boys, I just wanted to tell you.
Thank you, Mrs. Spillman. Now, Mrs. Spillman, you're old.
I'm old.
How do you feel?
Tired.
I think this is another meta contextual, very clever way to test these people at the job because getting cut off mid-sentence in acting is a skill.
Yeah.
And most of these people do it really badly because you should keep talking while the person cuts you off and then stop as they deliver their line instead of finishing what's on the page and just stopping cold. Most of the people here do that.
Yeah.
The governor super biffs his cutoff. The co-ed does a little better. The unemployed guy this is probably my favorite bit of this whole episode.
Which one was this?
He's talking about what he would do with the $3,000.
Oh, yes.
And he's like, I would live in New York for a year. I would buy a car. I would live it up for a while. And whatever's left, I'll put it in savings bonds.
Which either goes to show how little he knows about money or how fucking crazy cheap everything was in the 70s.
Well, I'm sure $3,000 in the 70s is closer to $8,000 to $10,000 now.
Okay.
But still,
I'm not living for a year off that.
In New York City or anywhere.
No.
Yeah. And Miss Spillman doesn't really get cut off. She just has well, how are you feeling? Tired.
Yep.
And the way she says tired.
That's why everybody loves her.
Yeah.
It's because she's relatable.
And she's not too needy. She's
not trying hard, yeah.
She's not trying hard. She's not needy. And then as the episode goes on, you see how deeply appreciative she is to be here in this area. And it's hard not to like her.
Yeah.
Back to Weekend Update. You take it.
Yeah. The Surgeon General determines that warnings are dangerous for your health.
This got a chuckle out of me.
I like that one. And Anwar Sadat meets with a collective of prestigious journalists on his Israel visit.
He shouts out a journalist from Screw magazine, which was a porny tabloid National Enquirer type magazine in the 70s.
Sick.
So for him to be included with the prestigious journalist was funny, I guess, if you Google it.
Yes.
After that, it's our correspondent, Baba Wawa.
Hey.
She's back. She's going to report. She's Gilda Radner. She's reporting from Jerusalem to answer questions about Anwar Sadat's visit.
What is the situation there? Oh, they're treating me terrifically. I flew first class and they put me up in the Jerusalem Holiday Inn. Only here they call it the High Holiday Inn. That's a widow is where we joke.
It's just an excuse to get Baba Wawa to say a bunch of words that make her sound like Baba Wawa.
Without many jokes that tie it into the thing. I mean, there's a joke about staying in the Jerusalem High Holiday Inn.
Just her saying
Israeli
the word
joke.
Jerusalem was enough for most people.
Jerusalem.
Yeah.
The security's serious. She has a double walk for protection. She had lunch with Omar Sharif. They ask her if she's met with any dignitaries, and Omar Sharif is a famous Egyptian actor.
That's the news tonight. Thank you and good night. Which was a very weird and kind of botchy exit too. Dan said it, and then you could almost he looked immediately at Jane. You could almost tell she was like, "That's not the line."
Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll say it.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid to put the Christ back in Christmas. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you just refer to Chevy Chase's Christ?
Yes.
Well, next we get a live sketch. It's / pre-tape. Yeah, it's both. I think
it was listed as a pre-tape on the wiki. I think this is just a live sketch.
I think it's a live sketch with some video effects inserted.
Yeah, definitely. There's a washy feeling over all of the visuals.
The 70s trope for going from one time to another.
Yeah.
A woman. This is called Reunion in Kiev. A woman played by Gilda Radner. Her train ride to Kiev involves yesterday, today, tomorrow confusion.
The train moves so slowly. Time seems to be dragging. My thoughts drift back to a happier time. I hear the sounds of my childhood in Moscow. The singing of the brothers Karamazov. They were the hottest club act in Russia before the revolution. Now they're singing stewards on the Vladivostok to Kiev run. It's sad. I really can't wait until tomorrow. 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 Tomorrow I'll be still on this damn train.
So this is a mix of the movie Inception and Abbott and Costello and fucking...
Maybe a little bit of Waiting for Godot in there.
It's so funny. I don't know. I do know. I like this one a lot.
I like it too. I don't think it's obviously and immediately and inherently hilarious, but I think it is very clever.
Yeah. Conceptually, this is Inception.
I don't know how to really even explain this without tying myself in a knot. We hear inner monologue the whole time of Gilda on this train trip, cross country, and she will remember things, whether it be yesterday, tomorrow, today. And every time she goes on one of those rants, we cut to a different time. But along the way, it starts to become confused. When was yesterday? When is today? And then the other people in the scene, like Buck as the waiter on the train, and then John as both a singer on the train and then another waiter on the train, I guess Buck as well. They also get confused on knowing where they are, what's going on, how long have we been on this train. Lorraine comes in as her sister at one point as well. It's just confusing in a purposeful and super fun way. I'm glad you like this one too.
On a cross-country train trip, he says, to the tune of 9,965 miles.
Oh, so they are.
This is a fucking train trip, bro. Like, I looked up where this place in Russia is, and it is over by North Korea. There are other places in Russia that are much farther away, but that's still a fucking long way.
Is this a doable train trip? Is there really a path?
For Google, I did put train in, and it was like, sorry about this. We can't really. I'm like, yeah, just give me the fucking mileage. And like, trying to go all the way through Russia too, like going up over Mongolia and Kazakhstan. Like, it's crazy.
And then they also go from there to Bulgaria as well. There's like another leg of the trip. Did you say that already?
No.
Because when the sister comes on, they meet at the first spot, and then they go from there to Bulgaria.
This is not a short train trip.
So this has kind of like a Purgatory vibe.
It's pretty funny.
Again, we've been talking liminal spaces today. We're recording in one. It feels like
it's like a constant state of sleep paralysis.
A lot of Bo Burnham inside.
Yeah.
I love it. What a great piece of work. This was fun. I'm glad you liked it. I was a little confused by it at first, and then the more I fell into it and the more I accepted how confused I was, the more I loved it.
It was every time the screen would do the washout thing to go from time to time to do like the time traveling.
Tomorrow.
It was tomorrow. Yesterday. Like,
today.
It was just so much fun. Like I would just laugh loud.
John and Buck's confusion over, I'm here with the wine. No, you're supposed to be here tomorrow. And also, I'm working today. No, you have every other yesterday and future todays or tomorrows.
And everybody was using these weird past future tenses. It was super
rarely
cool.
do they say today, because they ask, when will today be? And they say sometime tomorrow.
They keep referring to things in the future in the past tense, which is awesome. It's very X-Men.
And then they all make out at the end, which was kind of a weird ending. I could have done without that, but I thought this was overall pretty clever.
It was a good sketch.
Are you ready to move on?
Sure.
Up next, it's another live sketch. It's Mr. Mike's Ricky Rat Club. Buck Henry and the Ratketeers celebrate Anything Bad Can Happen Day.
Okay, so my first note on this is, did they start with the camera in a sauna?
He is so washed out. The lights.
It looks like a foggy room.
It has to be intentional.
I don't understand.
They just make him look like this like shadowy ghost-like figure. And he feels like that.
It looks like looking through blind glasses. I don't know.
We start with this where Mr. Mike is delivering a recap of all of his former impressions. Remember all the times I shoved steel needles through my eyes?
Or as I like to put it, Mr. Mike reiterates my point on why none of his impressions are funny.
Thankfully, this is like a brought to you by Mr. Mike sketch that turns into a dark, twisted parody of the Mickey Mouse Club. And the Mickey Mouse Club, even though it's not my time, is something I have enough familiarity with. I know some of the songs. I know the visuals, that I thought this sketch was pretty fun.
I was right at the tail end of the Mickey Mouse Club era, and I definitely knew the song.
I love the minor theme version of the Mickey Mouse Club theme and the way that they spell it out to end with bum bum, because it's instead of MICKEYMOUSE, it's RICKEYRAT, bum bum.
Yeah.
That made me laugh every time.
Be careful so that we don't get SUE.
You think we'll get sued for remembering?
For knowing the Disney, for singing the song.
Ratketeer roll call. Count off now. Willard. Ben.
Stinky.
Sleazeball.
Whitema.
Scumball.
Annette.
Bill is Willard, which feels like a play on Bill. Garrett is Ben, which feels like a play on something that they shouldn't be playing on. It feels like an Uncle Ben kind of thing.
Oh, I don't like that.
Lorraine is Stinky.
Stinky. That's my beagle, which her name is Baked Bean.
John, you should get another beagle in the future and name it Lorraine Newman.
No.
Okay. John is sleazeball, which fits.
Yes.
Jane is phlegma. There has been something going on with Jane the last couple weeks that I haven't brought up, and I think it's related to this. She's been coughing a lot.
Oh.
Have you noticed that in the show? We haven't brought it up on the podcast, but the last 2 or 3 weeks.
I remember one.
I'm trying to think back. In the main way, the bag of glass sequel sketch, she was coughing over it. Then the week after last week, she had some coffee moments during maybe the young Caucasians bit. And now here she is as phlegma, which has phlegm in the title. This feels like they're maybe poking fun at how she's been coughing through the show.
Nice
to
pull.
me. Maybe not.
Nice pull. Nice pull.
Dan is Scumbo.
Scumbo.
And Gilda is Yvette. Did they give Yvette bigger, faker titties? Or was that all Gilda?
I wish I had missed that.
That I said it?
I wish I hadn't missed that.
I wish you hadn't messed it. And then Buck is the, just like the real Mickey Mouse Club, he's the effeminate, gay-seeming guy in charge, Bucky.
Bucky.
Anything bad can happen, Day.
Yeah, this is a long, kind of musically inclined parody. Nothing particularly stood out to me.
There's not a lot to like go beat through.
No,
but there's a lot of funny lines.
They bring a rat in that's actually Ricky at the end, and then
there's this whole confusion with whether it's Ricky or not.
Yeah, and then they launch him into the crowd, which is fun.
A lot of jokes about science, a lot like scientific treating of animals. There's a joke about putting all the racketeers into the closet to see if they come out gay. Garrett has one line that I wrote down that I thought was really funny. It's his one line in this. They cut to him and he's like, "We love Ricky because he's a rat and he's real and he's from Harlem." And the way that he delivered it made me laugh. And I can tell that it made you laugh too because you're just you're just yucking it up.
I'm yucked.
They talk about like rat food. They eat eggshells, coffee grounds, glass shards, and tick larvae.
Ooh.
You know, if the more I think about it, there are good lines throughout this. But the best parts of the sketch are the theme songs at the beginning and the end and the visual of it. There wasn't really much for the whole episode of the Ricky Rat show. Because the theme song at the end is great. They do that M-I-C, see you real soon, K-E-Y. Why? Because we like you. And here it's M-I-C, see you in the sewers, suckers.
R-I-C.
R-I-C, right? Or do they do D-I-C? I think they say goodbye to Dickie, actually. Regardless, not M-I-C. See you in the sewer, sucker.
Yeah.
K-E-Y. Why? Because we're vermin. And it's Buck smiling really big at the camera. That made me laugh a lot.
I did like the call and response.
Did you notice that Jane falls off the stage a little bit?
Ooh, I didn't.
When they launch the rat into the crowd, she falls like foot onto the floor off the stage.
I was
like, kind of into the crowd.
I was following the rat to find the crowd reaction.
Yeah, because they've traded out for a fake rat for sure. But it would still freak me out. Did you like this one at all?
I was ambivalent on this one.
Well, after that, a bumper. Coming up next, does Hugh Hefner eat rabbit on Thanksgiving?
It's a double entendre.
It's a fellatio joke.
I would say it's more of a cunnilingus joke.
It's fellatio blowjob exclusively. You're right, cunnilingus.
Then we get a live sketch. It's the Franken and Davis show. Man, you said that now, and all I can think of is Rachel Dratch's sketch, Colonel Angus. That's a
Colonel Angus.
Oh my God, that's such a good one. Sorry. So then we get a live sketch. It's the Franken and Davis show. Al Franken and Tom Davis recall a recent dinner party hosted by their friend Jackie Onassis, played by Gilda Radner, which culminated in her saving Tom's life when he choked.
I love the commitment to treating the Franken and Davis like it's a real show within the show.
Its own thing, yeah.
The title sequence animation is fun. The monologues at the front of them are fun. This one, I probably liked it more than the beauty pageant one that we did last time.
Yeah.
I liked the intro.
You didn't like it as much as Powwow with the press.
No, but nothing touches that. That's one of the greatest SNL sketches of all time. This one is great. I love all of the chat at the front with pictures of their long and storied Hollywood career. That's all these made up like magazine covers, TV
pictures.
shows they've been on. What was the one show? I'm Frankenbaum and he's O. Davis, where it's like a rabbi and like a Catholic priest. Is that what it is?
Pretty good, though.
Really good stuff. There's like the period where they hate each other and have a really public financial argument. And then after they split up, Al starts the concert for Bangladesh like he's George Harrison and they were the Beatles. And now they're back together doing the Franken and Davis show.
The fake backstory is terrific.
And I like that they're given, because it has nothing really to do with the sketch that they've put together.
No, they're just doing some comedy.
And I love that they get this time in the episode to give us a full Franken and Davis show experience. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Jackie Onassis comes out and we tell the story of when, just like you said, she saved Tom's life by giving him the Heimlich when he was choking. What did you think of the sketch segment?
Gilda as Jackie Onassis is funny as hell.
Your costume and makeup looks great as always.
And then she just smiles so huge. I don't know. This was a fun one. It wasn't the best sketch of the night, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah, someone choking and trying to share with a group of people that they're choking and they're not quite understanding them is such a common comedic trope.
Yes.
Like there are old versions of it. There's more recently a really great I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson sketch where he's choking.
Okay.
And it kind of works every time if the person who is choking sells it right. And I think Tom does here. There were bits throughout this that really made me laugh. Most importantly, or most significantly, when he was trying to write a message on the table with the gravy boat.
Oh, yes.
I thought that was pretty funny.
This was a good one. Yeah, I enjoyed a lot of Gilda, and I thought there were some good laughs in here.
I've liked Franken since the start, but the more I see of these, the more I like Davis every
Tom
time.
Davis has grown on me. Yeah, I've always had Al Franken's always been kind of soft spot.
It's easy to like him,
Yeah,
I feel like.
just
He's got a look and he's got a voice.
He made some mistakes in life. We all have.
Who hasn't?
I'm
Do you
glad-
think he also used to do the L for R's as well?
Maybe. Well, I mean, probably given the power for the press thing, but like also when he did make some mistakes, he did the right thing. He fucking stepped down and said, I can't be a leader because.
I don't think I know about this.
Oh, yeah. He was a senator and he stepped down because
I knew he was a senator. What was the scandal?
There was some accusations. There were some accusers.
Dang. We don't have to get into that right now.
Yep.
Do you wonder if anybody watching the show ever got tricked that this was the end of the night by them saying, good night, we'll see you next time? And turned off the TV before the rest of
If
the
they
episode?
didn't know how to read a clock, yes. But then coming up next, it's a bumper, overcoming your fear of widths.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of widths.
And then what?
It's a pre-tape, a film by Gary Weiss. Great. Buck Henry introduces it, but he gives it with like a little story. It's like a whole preamble.
Taking us there.
Yeah. Taking us there to the finalists in Buck's suite, which is where we are right now. That anyone can host finalists try to earn Buck's influence by kissing up to him privately, sometimes literally.
Yep. This is a great concept for a Gary Weiss film, and it is one of my favorites. Of course, Gary Weiss has very little to do with what makes this a good segment.
For sure.
Because all he has to do is film a couch.
Yep.
He probably had very little, and I don't know this, I'm speaking out of my ass as always, but he probably had very little to do with how funny all of this is. And this is probably the best showcase for each of the 5 finalists getting to act across Buck on camera on this couch.
Yeah. This one made me like Connie a little more. I was like, wow, she commits to the bit.
Hi.
Congratulations on
Yeah.
being one of the finalists.
Thank you.
It's terrific.
Oh, I know.
I guess everyone up at
Vassar.
At Vassar is pretty excited about it.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. They're all, quite excited. I am too. This is a big thing for me.
Oh, it's nice for us too.
And I'm certainly glad that you're the host. Geez, if anyone else was the host, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know how to feel comfortable with them. But somehow with you, I'm instantly comfortable, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Are you sort of interested in becoming a host?
Hostess? Oh, am I interested? I've never been as interested in my life. Do me a favor.
Sure.
Just one little favor. Take off your glasses. Oh, that's what I like to see.
Well, Connie.
Bucky boy.
She shows here that she has some sketch chops where she's here for the casting couch reason. She's going to hit on Buck to try to get her spot. And the way that Buck is able to play flustered and the way that she's actually able to play like being sexually forward, it's convincing. And we were both like, sheesh. Now, there is an unsettling age difference between the two of them. She's got to be about 19 and Buck is 46.
For sure.
But
you can tell it's unsettling by his face.
Yeah, Buck's faces that he pulls throughout this, whenever we cut to him and he's like Jim looking at the camera and pulling a very funny face throughout this.
He's halperding.
Yeah, the co-ed was great in this moment. Buck is great the whole time. He still has this boyish look about him, even though he is a man, and he feels like lost in this space, even though he's 46 years old. Who's after that? We have Unemployed David.
Yeah, Unemployed David.
For a second, did you think they were all going to try to hit on him?
I did.
Would that have been funnier?
Maybe.
I was ready for him to start making a move at any second. But instead, he tells a story about like how peaceful the outside is in Oregon, and then it goes to how he like kills small animals. Very Mr. Mike.
And also very much leaning into the trope of he's from Oregon.
Weird guy.
So we're just going to make him super, super crunchy.
And then Buck pulls a very Tim and Eric or Dr. Steve Brule face where he looks at the camera dramatically and like raises his eyebrows up like he's surprised. It felt very alt comedy. I thought that was really funny. The mom of three from Peoria, Deb, this is probably her best bit where she's like, I really need this because I'm not going to be able to pay for Christmas for my kids. And there's even a shot where she's like moved to tears and trying to convince Buck that it felt real. She feels like a real person, and it still felt real in this moment.
She's the realest person of all of them, probably.
And this is also definitely the best moment for the governor of South Dakota as well, who is trying to convince Buck to let him win because he'll create a new cabinet position for him.
In South Dakota, that's what we all are looking for.
To be the Secretary of Mining. I don't know. It gets Buck's ear, and especially when he maybe throws his ring into it.
Miskol
just does what she does.
And she just hits it every time.
She's going to something's going to happen around New Year's, so I really need this. I'm going to kick it.
Yeah, she's great.
Did you like this more than an average Gary Weiss film?
I just pretended it wasn't a Gary Weiss film and like it was just another sketch.
It's easy to in this one. It's very easy to.
Yep.
Then a bumper. A woman in the crowd brushes teeth diagonally. Did you think about it when you read it?
I got to try that.
I definitely pantomimed it. I can't even see it. I can't even think about it. What next?
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Leon Redbone performs Please Don't Talk About Me When I'm Gone. Our musical guest returns to the stage, and he performs the song that I just said, so I don't have to say it a second time. That was written by Sam H. Stept.
Interesting name.
Yes, it is. With lyrics by Sidney Clare. It was published in 1930. Redbone recorded this song for his 1978 album, Champagne Charlie.
No introduction. Nobody says, and now Leon Redbone. We just go right to him, and he starts playing the song.
Nope.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Friendship ceases from now on. If you can't say anything real nice, it's better not to talk at all. That's my advice.
I went into the song trying to listen to the lyrics. I wasn't sure if it was about death or a breakup, but I think it's about a breakup.
Feels like a breakup. It also, this shows cases some range from Leon because he doesn't have his normal Michigan J. Frog voice in this one. It's a little bit it's a little bit in a different register.
Interesting.
And it just doesn't sound exactly like the same Leon Redbone, but it definitely is. It's a different type of song.
Does that mean you didn't like it as much?
No, I mean, I didn't like it as much as the first one, but it's still a good song.
I think this was my favorite of the two songs. I thought
drunk.
Well, I'm not. Listening to the band, I thought the horns or the trumpet, and I thought his voice, it has this really like contemplative, melancholy, like the song's about mistakes from the past and moving on from something. And I felt that in the performance from how he sang and how the instruments were played, which really drew me in to this song, whether I maybe on paper like one song more than the other. Like this performance, it was very evocative and it really pulled me in. The little backing vocals were nice. I thought the ukulele sounded beautiful.
The ukulele was such a good choice.
It's a really nice addition. And then ending with that monitor shot where you're behind the ukulele player.
Another one.
You see another one.
Another really good choice.
The monitor as it focuses on Leon to end the tune.
You get
it was beautiful.
The blurry ukulele in the foreground with the monitor in the background is what we're focusing on with Leon on it.
It's really fun.
And then they kind of, the very, very last second, they zoom in on that. It gets blurry and then you see the ukulele player a little bit. Nice.
Yeah. I really like this performance.
Same.
Did you like Leon tonight any more, less, or same as you have past times?
You know, there's nothing like the first one for me.
Because it was a revelation.
And it was, and just, I think his version of Ain't Misbehavin' is so much, like it sticks in my head forever.
The song kind of reminded me of that one a little bit.
Okay.
That is a great performance of that song.
Yeah.
And I thought this was great too.
Yeah, there hasn't been a Leon Redbone performance that I haven't enjoyed.
Well, after that, we got a pre-tape, unless you have anything else on Leon.
No, I like Tommy.
It's Schiller's Reel, Life After Death. Several people who came back from the brink of death recall their take a number, be seated experiences.
Yeah. This one's not like...
It was okay.
Not like laugh my ass off or anything, but yeah.
A little clever.
Funny concept and...
Played serious, which makes it effective.
Yep.
Especially the first guy who's talking, where you're really drawn in by his story. He goes on for a while.
And he doesn't get to the take a number part until a long time.
I can remember the nurses saying something about code pink. And then clearly I remember one of the doctors saying, he's gone. I couldn't understand how they could be so worried when I felt so happy to be outside of my body and so peaceful. It was fabulous. Everything was bathed in an eerie white light. Suddenly I found myself in a huge white room where I had to take a number and be seated.
And that's what this is. All of these people talk about the experience of dying, how they felt when they died, and they all end with, and I was at a place, and I had to take a number and take my seat.
Big white room.
Which reminds me of Beetlejuice. It feels like precursors to how Beetlejuice treats the afterlife as this bureaucratic space where you're just waiting infinitely for your turn.
Yeah.
They're serving 32 going into 33. Do you think that's for like that afterlife day, or do you think that's like all time and everybody who has ever died is waiting for their number?
That's gotta be that day.
I hope so. This was quick. I thought it was fun. I liked the beginning of, we're going to present this in black and white due to its subject matter.
Yeah, very serious.
Then we get not as good as the Acid Generation.
Not quite. But then we get a bumper. It's a woman in the crowd. Boggle's own mind.
You ever play Boggle?
I have.
This lady seems surprised to be caught, but then she gets into it. Then it's a host portrait. Buck Henry is captured goosing a female employee.
That is against HR protocol.
And only Buck, Buck can get away with throwing a baby around. Buck can get away with goosing a female employee. Buck can get away with being seduced by a 19-year-old co-ed in sketch because he has the right persona for it. He just plays it off so well.
Be careful on those goosings.
Goosing? Yeah. Has it gotten you in trouble before?
It can. Then it's a good night.
It is a good night.
Buck
You're
Henry
right.
explains to viewers how to vote for the Anyone Can Host contest and gives the 5 finalists a last chance to address the audience. Buck invites the cast to the stage and says his thanks. Don Pardo takes us out with some contest jargon, announcements, and a joke about turkeys.
Every time they let the governor talk, he just wants to ramble. They're like, real quick.
I told you about the politicians.
Yeah, and it's just every time. Real quick, you can say one thing. What's your last word? Just
let me get these
start with my
points in.
8 sons.
Yeah. Also, that's why I have felt like the mom of 3 was just going to be forgettable, because if you're one of those people who literally every time you get any time to talk, the first thing you do is, my kids, my kids, my kids, my kids. I get it. I was somebody's kid. My mom is like that.
Were. Yeah.
Yeah. But if my mom is talking to somebody and she's like, my son is a game show host and blah, blah, blah. Mom,
stop.
No one gives a shit.
If we want to talk,
no one fucking cares what I do.
Maybe the statistics of the votes, I'm sure that she got quite a few votes from women and mothers. But then someone like Miskell probably comes in and takes away a lot of those votes as well.
The gray vote, always.
Let's see. The co-ed, she's failing all her classes and she wants Buck to remember her. And Buck says, I sure will, honey.
Mm-hmm.
The unemployed guy says some stuff about chastity. It's kind of weird and comes off very incel.
He needs it more than everybody.
Yeah, whatever it is. I don't know if we'll find out. The mom, her, especially here, this is the most like mom thing. She wants you to vote for her. And then grandma, she just like Buck is calling her Miskell, our grandma. Like the show is feeling like she's a part of this thing already. She always gets great reaction from the audience. And all she says here, she's just being completely genuine.
Come on, Grandma, Lettery, what do you have to say?
I just want to say I've had the most wonderful time of my life.
Ah.
The whole 80 years, I've had the most wonderful time.
Well, it's been a great 80 years for us having you here.
She gives him a really sweet kiss on the cheek that feels so kind and so grandmotherly.
It probably helps her. It's like the way that she's just like, I feel like I already won. I don't even need to win because I already got to come here and do this.
And it doesn't feel like and that's going to win me the vote thing. It's like, wow, this was awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's the way that at the end of shows, I'm like, yeah, we'll accept gratuity, but I don't like to talk about it. That's my way of being like, hey, I'm not begging you for money. Fucking give me some.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
Yep.
In this space that we're in right now, that we've done so many shows. Don't do it. It sounded so bad. He's reaching for the microphone, ladies and gentlemen. What else we got here? So there's some really rowdy audience members.
This just in, local pervert Zach Pruitt.
I hope somebody's in the building besides us right now and heard just that. And that's how they learned somebody's in classics.
Me too.
That's hilarious. Not the first time those words have been yelled in this room on that microphone. No There's some really rowdy audience members during the good nights that are really trying to, like, the people that are around home base are like trying to get on stage and trying to draw attention away, which I thought was really
it's
annoying.
Because anyone can host, so
it's really annoying. There's some fun bits where you can just tell I know you don't unpack these. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. You can just feel how much everybody in the room genuinely likes Buck Henry. He's going around and hugging each person. They're all giving him a really genuine hug and handshake. John takes him up to the crowd and gets everybody to start cheering for him. And Buck does one of those like, oh, no, stop. Oh, keep going. No, stop. Oh, keep going. And he earns it. We love Buck.
Buck is the mayor of SNL.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. He's got my vote.
Yeah.
Unemployed guy's going wild in the background. The co-ed is hitting the beats of the song. This was a really interesting episode because of the anyone can host angle.
Yeah. But who else but Buck?
Who else but Buck? Nobody. For sure. Because it still feels like his episode, even though it's kind of taken away from him in a lot of ways. Yeah, I really thought this was interesting. I think this episode's probably going to be even more interesting than the episode that Miskell hosts, because we have these 5 people just kind of poking their head in throughout the episode, trying to take attention away. But in this episode, because we'll get to that in a few weeks, let's close it up.
Will Miskell show up with her letter jacket on? Closing segments, anyone can host. Who's your vote?
Yeah, I think we should cast a vote for this. I will vote, especially because of the performance in the pre-tape. I think the co-ed would get my vote.
Pervert.
You heard it here.
Yeah.
10th.
David still got my vote. Give him
David.
That poor dude.
Sure, but Miskell,
she kills it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I hope she's great. I'm still excited to see what they do with her. And I wonder how much that episode is actually going to allow her to be a host and be in sketches, or if she's just going to kind of pop in once in a while.
And also, we mentioned this briefly, like maybe at the start of season 3 or even like late in season 2 somewhere. And we had mentioned that Miskell was going to win. We spoiled it a little bit. In case some of you were upset about that, spoiler, by the way, this show is 50 goddamn years old. So I don't want to hear it.
You think someone was mad that we spoiled the anyone can host winner?
I don't know.
That's funny. Host thumbs up, thumbs down. It's Buck Henry. He's up as always.
It's always.
Of course.
Automatic.
What about our musical guest, Leon Redbone?
Another auto up. That is always. That's an easy one.
Well, you say auto up, but I do think it's important that
you always going to give it but you just know. Like, come on, man.
You go into it expecting quality and you get quality, and it's easy to reward.
You're going to go to Panda Express. You tell me you're not going to get that orange chicken. You fucking know you're getting it. You're going to get it. Like, you know you're going to get it.
Is this a safe space to say that I don't like orange chicken and that is not what I get there?
That's going to be the podcast, folks.
For me, it's teriyaki chicken all day.
That's the second best thing on the menu, and it's what's going in every time. But like, I'm just saying, like the average person, like you're going. Oh, I'm going to try something else this time. No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're going to get the fucking orange chicken because it's the best.
I don't want Leon Redbone to be orange chicken. Can he be the teriyaki chicken?
I'm just saying, like, you still taste it.
I know what you mean.
You still got to go through the motions.
Silly analogy.
But it's fucking,
I get it.
It's auto up. He's up.
I get it. Okay. What's the best sketch of the night?
Stunt Baby.
It is Stunt Baby. I am in agreement with you.
It's so Stunt Baby. It's the Train to Kiev is honorable mention.
Train to Kiev and moments of the Ricky Rat Club were like fluttering around honorable mention, but this was an easy best sketch of the night. It is solidly Stunt Baby.
Also, maybe the most we see Bill. Like he's in Rickety Rat because everybody is. Bill's barely in this episode.
That's a good point. Dan too, other than the Weekend Update.
Yeah, and the Sandy thing.
Yeah. Well, who's the MVP?
I think the baby voice, the Jackie Onassis.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the big boobied Yvette. It's Gilda.
Yeah, Gilda has a really good episode. She is on my list of honorable mentions.
Baba Wawa.
Along with people like, I think John has a pretty good episode as well. And I think Jane has a pretty good episode.
Did you know that Garrett's got a massive hog?
Like to this day. You got to give John shout outs for Little Chocolate Donuts in Futaba, which are huge.
Donuts. Yeah, John had a pretty good episode. He'd be my honorable mention.
For me, things like her interviewing the Anyone Can Host finalists during Weekend Update, things like her moments in the Kiev train as the sister, her voice work in Ricky Rat Club, actually, I thought was quite good as one of the children.
Her voice work where?
And specifically for me, it was her performance as the baby in Stunt Baby. So because of that, it's
controversial performance.
It's hard to deny that performance, which was definitely her and not anybody else. So for that reason alone, I'm going to give Lorraine my MVP for the night.
I have to ask everybody. I have to ask you in front of everybody, right? Like, is Lorraine's baby voice in the room with us right now? Do you see Lorraine doing the baby?
It wasn't Gilda. I feel like when Gilda does voices, it's so clearly Gilda, and Lorraine just sounded like a baby.
Who else do we ever get to do the kid's voice? It's always Gilda.
We're going to be talking about this one for a while.
This is the most heated primetime MVP.
I think that's so silly. It's so silly that
it all hinges on something we can't prove.
Like this whole podcast, the overall episode rating, I think season 3 has been good. I think this is down from last week, but still up from a lot of weeks. So I'm going to give it
baby's voice.
7.25.
Hey, we're on the same page again. We did it again.
Did you give it a 7.25?
I did.
There are moments I don't love, but this was a solid episode.
Because
it was pretty good.
I wanted to give this one like an 8 or something, but like even the best ones came with like even the Futaba sketch was really good, and then came with a tough ending. You know, like there's just a few things in there that you wish weren't, because it's Buck and you love him, but you kind of give him a little bit of a Buck pass.
But still, 7.25 is a good rating.
Yeah,
that is a good episode.
You say Bucket, we're going to give it to him anyway.
Well, we are done with this one. What are we looking at next week?
Next week, it's actress, singer, director, and screenwriter Mary Kay Place hosts the show with musical guest Willie Nelson.
Yes.
We are going to smoke so much weed before we record next week.
And wherever it is, it won't be our workplace game show battle rooms. Don't even worry about it. Any employer that is listening to this current podcast, don't even worry about it. It's figurative. It's a bit.
Maybe
it's
recording at work is a bad idea because we talk about all these other things.
It's not worked out so far.
Not a good idea. Jordan, thank you for this one. Who are you? By the way, that episode originally aired on December 10th, 1977.
Mary Kay Place, is that a name that means anything to you?
I mean, the only thing that comes to mind when Mary Kay is in
cosmetics.
my ears is cosmetics and a pink car.
Her name is familiar, but I don't know why. But upon writing her name down, I did see that she was also in Mary Hartman with Louise Lasser. So that bodes well.
Wait, what? She was in Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman?
Yeah, okay. I mean that.
Okay.
I don't know if she was Mary Hartman, but she was a part of Mary Hartman.
Louise Lasser was Mary
Of course she was.
Yeah.
Who would you like to thank tonight?
Tonight, we'd like to thank Jordan Gould and Stephen Walters for letting us use the GSBR studio.
Thanks, Dads.
We're in classics tonight.
The classic 2 or the C2. That's close enough. It's the C2.
Let me throw my light shade here. The only time I'll ever get to sit in the tech booth in classics in my entire fucking life.
That's
Jesus,
probably true.
I'm so mad at you guys.
That's probably
right now. But we talked about going in the green room.
We might try that next week.
Yeah, we probably might try that next week. There's a show in Prime. No, we can't because we're going to smoke tons.
Well, that's why it's called the green room, buddy.
Thanks, Willie. I'd like to thank our fallen soldier of the Circle 2 Lounge.
We appreciate your time. You'll always be a part of this show.
You're dormant for now.
Yeah.
You'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Stronger than ever.
In a different place.
I had somebody today that was like, are you looking for a space? Really? I was like, I know space in Broad Ripple. That's like a good artist space.
Okay.
I'll hit you up if you want. That came from Jesse. Came from Jesse.
Worth looking into.
Regardless, this was our home for the week, and I'll see how this sounded in the edit a little bit later. I think it'll do just fine. I want to say thank you to Lil Shaker. I want to say thank you to Zach Hall. I want to say thank you to Four Finger Discount. I want to say thank you to our social media at Sat Night Dive. Sat Night Dive Pod. Sat Night Dive. Sat Night Dive Pod.
Sat Night Dive Pod.
I want to thank our own email address, which is SaturdayNightDivePod@gmail.com.
Yes.
Send us your icebreakers, your thoughts, your questions, your heaping endless praise like Tyler. I love that we got it now because we definitely needed it around episode 13. But like, I'll take the ego boost any day for sure. Thank you, Tyler.
If it's on a lag, that's even better for me because if people are like, "Oh, I love this episode," and I'll just laugh out loud and be like, wow.
So thank you for Tyler. I mean, how much whiplash is it going to give him that the episode where we read his email that ends with shouting out the Circle 2 Lounge in Disc Golf Mart, Indianapolis?
It's our first
episode away from it.
Not in there.
That's hilarious.
We're so sorry, Tyler.
That's hilarious.
It's my fault.
And I think that's all I've got. This has been an interesting experiment to try the podcast in a different space. And I expected it would be plug and play, and for the most part it is. But as soon as I heard our echoes over our voice over the headphones, it's like, where are we? What are we doing?
And also, no, this is the live one.
Yeah, this has been the live.
None of them have ever been live.
We're
except
live.
This one.
Zach.
Yeah.
Anything before the last thing?
I don't think so.
It's been a good week of SND. It's been a great season of SNL so far. Like season 3 maybe has a position as my favorite original cast season down the line, possibly.
Instead of anyone can host, maybe we should be like Zach and Zach can host anywhere contest. We'll try the next 5 places we try.
Yeah, every week we'll do a different place.
The next place we try,
be like at a public restaurant.
We're gonna go 5 different places, and then you guys are gonna vote for it.
That's hilarious.
Thanks, guys.
Well, for this place, for this week of the Anywhere Can Host contest, Zach Hall, what are your final words?
Skipinski, you with me? By the way, this show is 50 goddamn years old.